With everything going on right now, many mountain bikers are having to spend almost all their time in and around their house, ourselves included. For all of us who are used to being out on bikes with friends, this means that we'll have to be a little extra creative to stay clear of cabin fever territory. So today, we're going to give you 5 stay-at-home tips that'll have you building skills, staying fit, having fun, and all for free. Here's 5 ideas in roughly 5 minutes. Let's go. I've had a few pieces of lumber laying around for a while and happen to think that it's one of the best tools for skill building. Now, setting this up can be a little tricky. Step 1, throw the wood on the ground. That's it, that's all the setup. Now, you could start with balance. Ride back and forth on it, see if you could stop on it, hop on, hop off, whatever pushes your specific skill set. For me, I'm trying some basic trialsy type maneuvers because I've never really worked on them before. And it shows. There are so many different ways that you can push yourself just by using this board. If you get bored of that, this piece of wood magically turns into a bunny hop trainer, like so. Feel free to use things that you find around the house to bring the bar up to a challenging level. Now, if you have family members or roommates who also ride bikes, now is the perfect time to do a foot-down competition. A foot-down competition is where you take a relatively small space and try to balance on your bike without putting your foot down before the next guy. The last person who stays upright wins. It's also the perfect time to teach your kids sportsmanship and humility. For other on-bike activities, there are a few coaches out there who are providing some great lessons for free right now that you might want to check out. Legendary trials rider and skills coach Ryan Leach has made his 30-day How to Wheelie course free right now, which is pretty awesome. He has some great insight and useful tips on how to wheelie better. And one of the tips that really stuck with me when learning how to wheelie is to use your legs as rudders to keep yourself balanced. You can find the link to his free course in the description below. Now, I'm sure we've all thought about using this time to clean and maintain our bikes, but I think it's time to get downright meticulous. Let the anal retentive side of you shine bright. This bike in front of you right now may look clean from even a couple of feet away, but look a little bit closer and you'll see a ton of spots that are rarely hit after a bike wash. So why not take the time now to give your bike a deep, deep cleaning? I mean, when's the last time you wiped down your spokes? And this goes for the maintenance side of things as well. Do you feel like you have your cassette and your derailleur 95% dialed in? Well, make it 100%. When it's all said and done, your bike will thank you for it.
The most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym is the pump.
On the fitness side of things, James Wilson from MTB Strength Training Systems has a ton of free monthly workouts and training tips. There's downloadable workouts, and right now they're also doing live streaming workouts Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific. One of the things that I always really appreciate about James's workouts is that he includes written and video instructions, so you can really get the moves down properly. And Beth and I have been using their Ultimate MTB workout for a few years now, and it's been quite awesome. Some of our favorite moves include the stagger stance squat and the Turkish get-up. If you don't have Turkish get-ups in your life, you gotta change that. And these stagger stance squats, they're not as easy as they look, and it burns. Speaking of streaming workouts, a number of pro athletes have taken to Instagram and YouTube to provide their own weekly workout sessions. For example, Loic Bruni, a World Cup DH racer and World Cup champion, has been putting on spin classes for the last few Fridays, and he doesn't show any signs of stopping. One of these days I'm gonna get a trainer. Alright, so this one's a bonus one because it's practically free, but not quite. But almost. But not. If you're all done watching Tiger King and are looking for some great content to watch, check out the Patreon pages of your favorite creators. You'll typically find extra videos that you won't find publicly, extended cuts of videos you already love, and more. For me, I've always really enjoyed watching Nate Hill's extended cuts on Patreon. Paying something like $3 a month to get that extra footage and extra knowledge of the places that he's riding is totally worth it in my opinion. And for us on our own Patreon page, we've been trying to stuff it full of extra content as well. And a big one for us that we were really pumped to put out was our full beginner photography class. And this is like a couple hours worth of professional instruction that our Patreon members can access for $5 and they get to keep it forever. So there's one more example of something awesome that you can do that is very, very nearly free, helps get you a bunch of extra content, and also helps support the creators that you love to watch. Beyond all this, if you're able to get out and ride, go and do it. But do it safely, don't push yourself beyond your limits, and make it a solo ride. It can still be one heck of a lot of fun. Alright, that's about it everybody. If you have any other awesome ideas that people should hear about for what they should do during this time, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. And otherwise, we will see you next week for a pretty rad backyard build project. We'll see you then. Cheers everybody.